I guess so much has been spoken about getting these big fights sorted, and now we really have one, and it's all happening thanks to you and Fury.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. It's a blessing, you know what I mean? It's just because the way things have been going, it makes people seem like it's so hard to make fights when it's really not. Like when you have two fighters that really want to fight each other and they got a team behind them that supports them wholeheartedly, like it's easy to make. It's easy. And it's such an amazing feeling to be a part of it. And even when you describe it, like I feel it. Like it's an amazing feeling just to, you know, to be able to say that I'm gonna make history on that night of the fight. You know, this is for it all. You know what I mean? This is for it all. And this is what I've been waiting on all my career, just to see I'm on the best. You know, and we're about to find that out. We're about to find it out real soon. I think this is a fight everyone can get excited about right now. To have it so hyped, we only got started. This is just the beginning, the beginning of the madness. You got a crazy guy in Fury, you got a crazy guy in Wilder, and you put those two together, it's an entertaining show.
He's obviously been to his dark places and come back and almost refound his sort of love with boxing. Do you feel like you're going to get a very different Tyson Fury from what fought Klitschko?
I think so. Every fight you bring a different person out of you. Why? Because styles make fights. Everybody don't have the same style. And I know me, I'm the most awkward fighter in the division. You think Tyson Fury awkward, waiting in UC, you ain't seen nothing yet. You know, and that's what's gonna make it an intriguing fight, because our styles is so crazy. It may complement each other, you just never know, you know. But the unfortunate thing about Fury that he don't have power, and I do. The possession of power is real, you know, it's very real. Sometimes scares me, and I'm the one possesses it. I don't know when I'm gonna get you, but I'm gonna get you. And when I do, oh boy, bam, baby, good night.
So Fury, he says he never gets hit. You say when you hit, it's the nice.
Bam, baby, good night. What happened when Steve Cunningham hit him?
Oh, we never talked about that. funny enough, that doesn't get mentioned.
You know, every fighter get hit. Unfortunately, we all try to abide by the golden rule, and that's to hit and not be hit. But, you know, you're going to get hit in that ring no matter what. You know, it's boxing.
You're one of three big names with unbeaten records, and it seems like two are brave enough to put it at risk.
Yeah, you know, it's a shame that we don't have more that's willing to do that. You know, everybody on this is a business, and you know, letting the fight marinate and all that. But you can overcook it as well too, and that's the thing that you'll never want to see it being overcooked, and people lose interest of it. I think a fight is right at its point when everyone is talking about it. When you're ready and he's ready, you guys have both winning streaks. You know, you're doing great. And everybody's talking about it. That's when it's time. It don't need no more marination. You can't get too greedy in this sport, and that's what people do. They get too greedy. When the best want to fight the best will fight. As you can see, the best is finna fight the best. I've already knocked out the number 2 best in the world, in my opinion, in Luis Ortiz, and I think Tyson Fury is third. So not only will what I'm doing will be amazing, but it will solidify my name in this sport at the top. I will be the man that beat the man that beat the man.
That Ortiz fight, that was a big turning point. People had to sit up and take notice of that, because Ortiz is enormously respected. That's a real big knockout. That's a real big scalp you've got there.
You know, with Ortiz, I knew off the bat that I had to be prepared. And when I say prepared, I mean that when I throw a punch, I knew he was coming back with something. He was going to counter. He's a great counter. Puncher. You know, he got a lot of experience, well more experience than I. He's been fighting way longer than I. Well, people only want to discredit my opponents when they fight me. But before then, they're the killers, they're the boogermans of the division. They're young and fresh, they ain't old until they fight me. Then the world changes. Then all of a sudden, they ain't no good no more. The bombs, what people want to call or whatever, you know. But it's all good, you know what I mean? I know what I'm capable of doing, and I know what I've done, you know, and what I've done in this sport is remarkable. I think I'm a blessing to the sport of boxing, to be able to do what I do and bring the excitement and the character that I bring to this sport, man. I know I'm every promoter's dream. Every promoter would love to have somebody like me.
You don't appear to be hiding anything. You're not withholding on any information about tactics or anything. Is that not a thing for you? You don't go into it tactically, you think about the knockout?
I don't really think about the knockout. You would think so, because I'm good at knocking you out. You know what I mean? Not you, but you.
I was going to say I was getting a little further back in my chair.
Come here. But nah, you know, I don't think about the knockout as much as people would think I would. You know, I can't be in the ring and just think about knocking him out. I've tried that before earlier in my career, and it didn't come as fast as I wanted to. Now, when I took my mind off of that, then that's when it happens. You know what I mean? So you have to set it up. You have to do a lot of little things. You got to follow the rules. You know, you just can't go in there and just hit somebody and think you're gonna knock them out. It don't work like that. It definitely takes a science. It takes a skill to be able to do that. And I've mastered that, you know, especially the 1-2. I've mastered that. I could throw a 1-2 so clean, you'll never see the right hand coming. You can try to, but when it hits you, that's when you go, no. Or when you wake up and your people telling you it's over. And you're gonna be like, wait a minute, I ain't even hear the ref count. You were gone, man. You got knocked out. And you know, that's one of the things that I never want to experience, me being knocked out and getting up and don't know what happened. If I ever see myself like I've done my opponents, whether knocking them out, they shaking on the pavement, tongues all in the back of their throat, or were they just sitting there looking like they're dead, you know, if I ever see myself like that, I might will leave the sport, because I never want to see myself like that. I never want to see my kids see me like that. But this is the sport that I love, and I'm one of those crazy people that have signed up to do it. I love it.
What does it make you think when you hear old Tyson Fury calling you a bum, calling you whatever, calling you stiff? Is it all just mind games, or are you seeing that as actual disrespect?
I don't see it as disrespect. You know, certain things I don't look at as disrespect of these fighters saying towards me. Bombs and windmill and Beyonce and all that, you know what I mean? Like that don't bother me at all. It don't even move me at all. You know, sometimes depending on how that delivery is upon saying it, you make me laugh a little bit. You know, who knows? If I'm such a bum, then hey, we about to find out soon. We gonna see who's the real bum. You know, I can tell you this is gonna be a great fight. You know, this is, like I said before, this is the biggest fight in the world right now. You got two giant heavyweights with awkward style. One with the ability of boxing and the other one with the ability of power. Both can talk. Both is just unpredictable. You know, this what more do you want? Two champions, lineal, one undisputed, one longest reigning champion with the most prestigious belt in boxing. You know, and the most exciting fighter in the sport. When you put those two together, just the personality, forget the skill level. The personality to put them together, man, it's entertainment. It's must-see TV. And I'm blessed to be able to be in this position, you know, from where I came from and where I am now. You know, I can smile now. Because a few months later, we wasn't smiling. Huh? It wasn't no smile, it was a lot of frustration, it was a lot of irritation, you know what I mean, you know, of a situation that we ain't understanding why ain't nothing happening, but I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed to be here. If you're a fan of boxing, you got something to be excited about, because you definitely got one champion in this sport, if not two, but mostly, you got one champion in this sport that's willing to prove to anybody that he is the best and willing to put whatever he got, whatever he owns on the line for it, whether it's my O, whether it's Sophia, my belt, my pride, whatever. I'm willing to put it all on the line for this very moment, this very night. It's one fight, you know. It means everything for me. This is on, this is real. May the talking begins.